Hey guys! Before I get started with what my kids ate this week, I wanted to mention that today's video is sponsored by Planet Box. We have loved our Planet Boxes for years, and I'm so glad to be working with them here on my channel. They sent me a new box to use for Annabeth since she didn't have one yet, so here is what is inside. This is the Planet Box Rover, which is the 5-compartment box. This holds up to 5 cups of food, which is perfect for kids or adults. It also comes with a Little Dipper and a Big Dipper, which are these containers that you see here. And those have been upgraded to be leak-free since my kids received their original Planet Boxes years ago. Each Planet Box also comes with a free set of magnets, so I chose these mermaid magnets from Miss Annie, and then I also chose the Nebula bag as well. This bag is the perfect fit for our Planet Box, and also if you want to fit even more food in for lunch, or if your child needs to bring a snack as well as a lunch to school, the Big Dipper fits perfectly into this pouch in the front of this bag. We use our Planet Boxes for every field trip or park day. I'm sure you guys have seen that on my channel a few times, but lately I've been prepping my kids' lunches the night before since they seem to be ready for lunch at different points throughout the homeschool day, so these have gotten a little bit extra use around here. The Planet Box in itself just makes the kids' food look super appealing when they open it for lunch, which is why we purchased our original set of Planet Boxes years ago when we were trying to get our younger ones to eat a little bit healthier. So now on to our lunches for the week.
Okay, so today my older kids have leftover ham and cheese sandwiches from dinner last night and a couple of crackers just for a little crunchy thing. They have some cucumbers and either ranch or hummus depending on what they wanted. A little fruit salad, their vitamins, and because normally I would put like a little treat in there, but today this is their treat. They really wanted these yogurts, so they have these little Halloween yogurts. The older two are just the same. My younger two, I obviously just cut everything a little bit smaller for them. Oh wait, whoops, this one gets hummus. I'm glad I'm filming this because I would have totally missed that. Okay, so there we go. Now I need to swap this as well. Is that silly of me? Okay, so there we go. This is cut in half for him. And then my youngest, my little girl, she is a toddler. She gets only half of the vitamins. They're literally cut in half. Little bits of veggies and hummus. She doesn't like ranch, and I wouldn't likely start her on it at this age anyway. She eats the sandwiches, the crackers, she dips in the hummus as well, and then I put her little fruit salad in a container because by the time that she eats all of this, she likely will not finish this, so I can close it up and stick it in the fridge and pull it out later when we go outside to play or something like that for her, because Lord knows she wants to just snack all day long. So that is lunch today. Okay, today's lunch is a build your own pizza bar. We are just going to school right here through lunch, so the kids are going to listen to their read aloud, and then I'm going to do some of the leftovers from our morning basket that we did not get to this morning while they sit here and build some veggie pizzas and continue to listen. So they love anything that's do it yourself, and it really encourages them to have more vegetables than if I plate them. For whatever reason, the kids think that if it's their idea, it's a good idea. So we have some sauce. This is organic pizza sauce from Aldi. I just heated it up. It's only $1.99 a jar. It's a really good deal. And it really can become different things. You can do like, make some homemade mozzarella sticks and dip it in there. You can do pizza roll-ups and dip it in there. We are building bagel pizzas. These are whole wheat bagels. And then I've got some mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan cheese, and then some different veggies for them to stick on top or underneath of their cheese. So that is their lunch today. So today is the day that the kids do poetry tea time and nature study. So they usually have a pretty heavy snack around 10 a.m., usually like some fruit and a pastry or a cookie. And so I had that in mind when I was packing these last night. So I just wanted to show you what kind of a snacky lunch looks like for them today. So for the older kids, we had quesadillas last night for dinner. And so when we were putting away dinner, we just threw these together. So this is guacamole mixed with Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. This is something that they love mixed together as a dip. We have guacamole with dinner, but then we turn it into like a fun dip for them for lunch. They both love medium salsa, so they have guacamole and medium salsa with some chips. And then they just have some carrots and some ranch. I guess it's a dipping day. They love these little Halloween apple cinnamon yogurts from Aldi, and then we have some jelly beans as a treat. So that's for the big kids. And then for the younger ones, Eli doesn't love chips. I'm not giving chips to Annabeth yet, so they just have some tortillas to dip in the guacamole, and this is mild salsa for the little ones. Then they just have these little puffs because they don't have the chips, and I didn't think that they would go for carrots today when there's jelly beans involved. So they just have little puffs and then some fruit. Eli does not like the squeezy applesauce, and then jelly beans as well. Same for Annabeth, just a little tortilla to dip in, and she has like a very small amount of the dip because she's not going to really stick around that for long. When this is over here, then she has the same little organic puffs, and she does like the apple cinnamon yogurt. And I will show you if I were packing this for the road. So the reason I put these in these little containers, which these are also Planet Box containers, but you purchase them separately, is because I'm just closing the lids and sticking these in our fridge, of course. But if I was packing them for school, or they were going to go in a lunchbox for a trip, let me show you what I would use for that. So for that I would use, well actually I think, yeah, these are the new ones that they have now. So a container like this, they used to be, these ones were called the Little Dipper. I'm not sure what these ones are called now. I will put it down here if I find it on their website. The only reason that these are more convenient for dip as far as chips go is because they're flexible, so they can fit their chip in there. These are not flexible, but they can always be dumped out, or just a smaller chip, or the tortilla would totally dip in here. So that's how I would pack that if we were either going on a field trip or if my kids were going to school or like a summer camp scenario. So that is their lunch today. I also wanted to show you some of the magnets. I had to flip them over because it has our last name on it. But so today Jessie has this, the dinosaur one. Annie has this one still. I only have this one set for her. And then Eli has the trains. Bella picked this out. This was the rainforest. When I got this for them, I think it was 4 years ago, she was super into cheetahs and leopards, so she picked this one out. They also have this set, the little puppy dog set, and this Milky Way, I think it's called the Milky Way set, the Galaxy set, outer space. And Jessie picked this, the Koi Pond. Anyway, just wanted to show that's a fun way to identify the different lunch boxes. So instead of them having four, like this one's Annabeth and this one's Bella, like whatever, with their names written on them, I just changed the magnets according to whoever's lunch each one is that day, so I don't have to keep track of them individually. Okay, the kids' lunches today are all just a tad bit different, except my older two have the exact same lunch. So they have these vanilla chip granola bars and some trail mix. They have a Baby Bell and a hard-boiled egg, as well as some strawberries and apples to dip in this, which is a Greek yogurt dip. The recipe I have shared before on one of my Tuesday tip videos. But the recipe is, it's 1 cup of vanilla yogurt and then a half a cup of like Cool Whip and half a cup of peanut butter with a little bit of cinnamon, like 1/8 teaspoon, I believe. I use unsweetened Greek yogurt, and I just use regular peanut butter, so you don't really need to sweeten it up much more because the half a cup of Cool Whip adds way more than enough sweetness. But if your kids are used to like regular yogurt and you want to use Greek yogurt for a little extra protein, you can just add a little touch of maple syrup to sweeten it up a little bit more. But they dipped that in there. I couldn't find pretzels. They probably got into them last night. Sometimes I'll add pretzels or graham crackers to dip into that, like as a family when we're doing read aloud time. But since they don't have that, honest to goodness, they'll either dip that in there or they will just take a spoon to it because it's like, tastes like cheesecake. It really does. It tastes like peanut butter cheesecake, but it's definitely a lot better for them than that. So that's what those two have. The baby has just a little teeny bit of the dip. She's probably just gonna use her finger, to be honest. I don't think she's gonna dip her fruit in there. She loves apples and strawberries. She also has a cheese. Oh, I forgot to say, they have their vitamins. She just gets a half of the amount that they get, so it's split in half. She has been liking to use a fork, so I just diced this up for her to use a fork with. She loves the granola bars. She's a little too young for the trail mix. My 4-year-old absolutely despises granola bars. So he just has extra trail mix and everything else is the same. If you guys are interested, these are the vitamins that they use. They do these probiotics and they, whoopsie daisy, they use these multivitamins. These ones I believe are the Amazon brand. They're part of that new line that they just had come out. What I love about them is they do have the B vitamins, which I'm always looking for my son who struggles a little bit with some what would probably be labeled as ADHD. And as many of you know, B vitamins and magnesium really help with that. Hence the trail mix for a little bit extra magnesium. Okay, the kids' lunch today is a breakfast snack tray. Sorry, the lighting in my kitchen is super weird. So they are just having some hard-boiled eggs, some bananas. These are 3-ingredient pumpkin muffins and some cantaloupe, as well as some granola there to munch on in the middle. And then when the baby wakes up from her nap, I will be making them smoothies. It's just a little loud for her, but it will be spinach, almond milk, mango, and butternut squash hidden in. If you find frozen butternut squash or frozen sweet potato, those are another great veggie option besides just spinach to hide in a smoothie, especially if you have kids who notice if your smoothies are green. So things like that are great options to hide in smoothies for picky eaters. So that is their lunch today.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to see more kids' lunch videos, give this video a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments below which of these lunches is your child most likely to eat. See you guys soon.